Some new invites to the party, strange moments galore, and another Raw women's title match, and the first inductees to the 2019 Hall of Fame. And if you're not down with that, we got 2 words for you.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz.
For that, that's what
Yeah, there's the jingle. No more copyrighted music. None of that.
Me trying to get sued?
No more old school hip hop for me. I just got to tap my fingers, tap whatever we're doing. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Raw After Show right here on AfterBuzz TV. This is a beautiful thing. For multi-weeks in a row now, we have the full squad in studio. Yes. It's almost like we figured it out. It's incredible.
We got it situated, man. We got our ducks in a row. You know
I think we do, and let's get to everyone right now. Johnny LaQuasa here, happy to be here with you. The lovely lady to my left, see her every single day on VH1 and all over the interwebs, formerly of TMZ, TK Trinidad.
Hey, what's up?
Hey. And the man over there, he is the host of the Something to Wrestle with After Show, Jim Alexander, and also the resident questionable comment guy.
Jim.
That's right.
And next to him, the other co-host of the Something to Wrestle with After Show on AfterBuzz TV, Flobo Boys.
Hey, steak and weights, baby.
Do you even eat steak? Come on, man. I ain't gonna ask about the weights, but I mean, I'm just saying. And the man wearing the yoga pants on the couch.
Yeah, shout out to yoga pants.
America's chocolate sweetheart, Evan T. Mack.
Yo, what up, man? Shout out to Dan Haywood, Wong Star, Drew, Bosa, Zeno Hour, Colt. What up, Samantha? What's good, yo? Johnny Quasta.
And
what's going on?
also, you got to shout out one more thing that you don't have in your hand right now.
Yo, listen, it was like a depressing. I was like running in to get in there. He was like, we're out of uptime. He said, we're out of uptime, and I'm like, I still shout out uptime this whole show though. Yeah. But it loses its effect. It loses its luster.
We should let them know.
I was depressed. I was like, he's like, you forgot your drink, and I was like, I said, what are you talking about? What are you talking about?
What, for real?
There's one in the. Where did you go?
Everywhere.
The small fridge.
Cabinet. I was gonna drink a warm. I was gonna drink a lukewarm uptime too.
I would have too.
Uptown on the phone. Get them out of here.
I was gonna go to 7-Eleven. They got them at your local 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
Shout out to 7-Eleven.
I'm at the end of the.
Some Cripicola. That's what we need to get you.
Nothing connected to Killer Mike will ever be.
I'm at the end of a 17-hour day. I could have used some uptime. I'll tell you that right now. Yeah.
But we're working hard, man.
But you know what, though? We're going to persevere. We're going to get through it.
A lot of stuff going on tonight, man.
So, Elimination Chamber. Let's just run around the room. Yay or nay? I'm a big yay on Elimination Chamber. I thought it was really solid from start to finish. Definitely surprises I didn't see coming. Evan T.
Yeah, I think it was pretty good, man. Like, it's like, what do you want? There's one more Fast Lane, and then we got the Show of Shows, the Showcase of the Immortals. I liked it. Kofi showing what Kofi can do, and I kid you not, I was going on a rant with Jim right after the Raw last week. I mean, they ain't giving Kofi no shot. I swear, listen, I think Raw got this place tapped, man. I'm telling you, I went on a rant about Kofi not getting the shot. Next thing you know, he's in the main event.
BMP.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? The black man's purgatory is real. Y'all can say whatever y'all want to say, man. It's real.
Yeah. I get you a t-shirt, man. Can I get a t-shirt?
Bro, BMP. No, but honestly,
The shirts are coming.
I loved it. Oh, shout out to the women for holding it down as usual. Like I said, I just think I thought it was a good all-around show. I have no complaints.
Right? Jim.
Good starts and ending. Middle was questionable.
Okay.
He's getting started already.
That's about as good of a compliment.
Yeah.
What middle part? What part? What part?
Everything.
What part in the middle?
Baron Corbin in the middle. Ruby Riot.
A minute 48.
I mean,
a minute 48, man.
The match they should have had on Sunday they had tonight.
Exactly, man. Shut up, Tom.
That match was good.
Yeah, I'm with Jim on that one. I thought those two matches were moments that were just on the middle of the two ends of a great pay-per-view, and I don't know. It's kind of in the middle.
Same thing. But I feel like if they were to do the match today, last night, then it just would have been too much.
Yep.
Because with stuff like that, you have to like ebbs and flows. You can't keep everybody on like a high note.
I don't know. I don't know. Just a pay-per-view match though. I don't know.
Here's the deal.
I don't know, man. It's rough.
If they would not have had the rematch tonight, then I would have had more of an issue with what happened last night. But obviously tonight was great. It was the main event. Ruby brought it.
She did.
Look, Ronda Rousey, if she's going to be in the main event of WrestleMania, she can't just go in as a champion. She has to look dominant, and that's what she did. And also, not every match can be a long match. The pay-per-view was already 3 hours and almost 20 minutes, which is long enough for a non-major pay-per-view. So I get it now. But let's get into all the major stories because, God, so much is going on. Road to WrestleMania. We're only 7 weeks away. And then all of a sudden tonight the show begins, and guess what? We got even more people coming to Raw. We got Ricochet, we got Gargano, we got Ciampa, we got Aleister Black. 3 of 4 of them are current. No, I'm sorry. 2 of them are current champions at NXT. Ricochet just was the champion. Wow. I can't imagine this is a permanent thing. Because if that's the case, Raw is already overcrowded. Am I wrong in saying that?
No, you're very right.
There's a lot of bodies on Raw, but there are some slots that can be filled. Will these 4 guys be the slots? I'm not so sure. But I love the fact that Michael Cole gave us a little bit of a background for those of us who don't watch NXT to give you the hope, maybe, that it'd be a long term.
Do you watch NXT or not?
I do. I do, yeah. But it was kind of like if you never watch NXT, it was like,
Well, you can tell.
Here's some primer, you know?
Yeah, you could tell when like Aleister Black was there, the audience
Lafayette was like, for most people, for most of them,
they're
though.
like, oh, he looks cool, but
No, the crowd, on all of them, the
wasn't.
crowd,
Yeah.
listen to the crowd. It is Lafayette, no disrespect.
Well, Ricochet, though, they seem to be pretty stoked.
Well, I mean,
Eventually,
the
he
stuff
won
that
over.
Ricochet was doing,
They can't deny it. They just can't deny
like, that got him like over with the crowd. But if you were to say, hey,
Yeah.
by the way, that's Prince Puma, they'd be like,
I mean, backstage when they were supposed to have that promo, I was listening to the crowd, man, it was just quiet.
It was a
Yeah,
mute,
they
man.
don't
The
really-
Look
crowd
at their
was a mute.
reactions. No one knew if they should sit or stand and stare. No claps. But hey,
It's just because-
it's a good showcase for NXT. We're on the NXT panel here. We're talking about these guys, and everyone went over tonight from NXT.
Which is odd, especially if they're not going to stay permanent. Because
No,
it
because
doesn't
it's a
help the
preview.
main roster that's already there.
It's a trailer for a movie you should see. Basically, that's what WWE did tonight. Hey, you should be checking out the show. Clearly, the crowd didn't respond because they're not familiar with NXT. So here's the talent that they brought in some of the right guys. I mean, you brought in Aleister Black, you brought Ricochet, saw what he can do, and they went all of them went over. This is a preview of a trailer. Like, hey, I should check this out. That's all it was. It was a showcase that you don't get to see of people most of the crowd and casual fans don't know about.
I mean, maybe I'm just ignorant to this, but if you're going to Monday Night Raw, I don't care what city in the country, I gotta believe most people also get the network. Maybe I'm just wrong
the
on that.
network. You have
Clearly
Hulu,
not.
you have Netflix, you have Amazon, you have all those other networks. Then you're gonna pay with your Spotify and all that other stuff, and then pay for WWE.
The network is for diehard fans.
Yeah.
I think
Really?
so. I think
See,
so.
I didn't
That's
get
not,
it.
bro, it's $9.99.
I mean,
You gotta be a real fan.
But you could argue, besides maybe Netflix, it's the best value of any streaming service
it
out
depends
there.
on who.
Oh, there's no
depends on
question.
who you're talking to.
Even over Netflix, we're talking about value. We're talking about like wrestling.
Right.
Every era of wrestling for $9.99 a month. For value, it's the best value with any platform.
Right.
Because
Remember those
Netflix will have your
$50
show.
pay-per-views?
Yeah, Netflix the pay-per-views pay for itself. Like you guys will have a show on Netflix. Next thing you know, the show's gone. Like the network is the best value
But
in the
it's
world.
shared numbers. So you have the WWE fans, and you have those who watch the other brands. I
Yeah.
mean,
And
some
then
people watch
somebody said
205, or-
NXT is also on Hulu, which it is.
Yeah.
So I mean, then why bother? Because it's
So
like
it's Raw.
Yeah,
Raw,
so
yeah.
so it's Raw and
And
SmackDown.
SmackDown.
I actually watch all those on Hulu. But the thing is, like, why bother get the network if you're not a diehard fan?
Because you
other than
can
the
watch
pay-per-view?
Fastlane. That's why.
That's what it is.
I didn't even say that with a
Building.
straight face.
Yeah.
I mean, my WWE network is not even like I have a super fan who gave me his password.
Yeah, I got my baby
Mine's
brothers,
not
man.
even-
Shout
yeah.
out to me siphoning my baby
Yeah.
Call
brothers.
me Mark, but I bought a full set, full outright. You know,
I mean, you
because-
ballin',
Yeah,
sorry.
I'm balling here.
Okay, Flo. Okay, Flo.
I got uptime in the back, man. This is VIP status, 1%.
I pay for my own Netflix and network.
Ballin'.
We make it, baby.
Man, listen, T-Mobile give Netflix for like $4, man. I'm on that T-Mobile train, man. Shout out to T-Mobile.
Well, but we could also say sometimes it's just a not lively crowd. So
Right.
it also could have been that. They were very odd tonight. There were also a couple of odd segments that would have thrown me off as an audience member. as well.
Dan said in the chat, he was like, The Rock could have came back and they'd have been dead. He said the crowd was poop.
Right.
He thinks the crowd was poop. The crowd was doo-doo, man.
Yeah,
They
for
got
sure.
some good wrestling tonight. Lafayette, that's why y'all getting That's why y'all can't have nice things.
Yeah, Raw wasn't perfect.
They
but
ain't
the
coming
crowd
back
didn't
there.
help.
They ain't coming back here for like 5 years.
What's the master coming back to you first?
Only for
Who's
some
RPA?
gumbo.
Zeno Hour says this is the start of WWE pushing NXT officially as the third brand, and they did mention that
Yep.
for FS1, which
That's happening. I'm
They
sure that's
mentioned it tonight, didn't
Yeah,
the
they
commentary say like the brand, or
Yeah.
they mentioned the word brand a couple times tonight.
I think we discussed it on NXT or sometime last week.
Well, because they stole it from our show. That's obviously right. We talked about it. And,
Yeah, we checked that.
That's exactly what's happening.
I guess, yeah, moving NXT to FS1 would make sense, even though, to me, I still don't think FS1 nearly gets the eyes that they would like. but they put a lot of money into it, did Fox.
Yeah.
And so I guess it would make sense for the eventual move. But Fox Sports wiped out their entire digital department about a year and a half ago, and now they don't have any more original content because they put all their money into FS1, which I think is a big mistake.
But their content in FS1 is amazing. Shout out to Marcellus.
times.
In the morning, you gotta be up there cracking dog.
You wrong, Skip.
Man,
As someone who
I'm just saying, first things first is at three something in the morning, man. You gotta
Yeah,
get
like
up,
you have
man.
Hulu, you can watch whenever you want. Like I dabble in all three every day.
As someone who used to have a show on Fox Sports Digital, I think it was a mistake.
Yeah. Yo, Johnny, drop
Yeah,
the
but you have the
credentials.
network though, so obviously it's not you still making the paper.
Johnny
so.
got flex on him every now and again.
Yeah.
You let him know, like, I had a show on, you know what I mean? Pump the brakes, man.
Yeah,
Flex
man.
on him, Johnny Clark, though.
Well, yeah, I mean, it would make sense. NXT, obviously, if you go to the takeovers, I mean, it's fire. It really is. And I can't imagine that NXT is going to lose these 4 people because they are kind of the backbone. A big part of the backbone of NXT.
Sure, but like, where does someone like Aleister Black go, for example, right? I mean, he's so hot. He has all these movesets, and he has this crowd response. But he was in the title picture. He was knocking around there. He's not quite there now. I almost feel like there's no one else for him to go but to be on the roster.
Yeah, but if you
Fair
notice
point.
their lower thirds said NXT still, so I don't think.
Oh, they're staying there.
It's a preview.
It's a
Yeah.
preview.
Yeah,
They said
they're
this is
staying
the
there.
future of the the WWE Raw and SmackDown. They said it on a commentary. They called it the future. This is what the future is like. This is our guys to look out for. Like they made a conscious effort to mention that. Like
Yeah, they
there's
were
no
trying.
sign of it that I thought they're bringing him on. It was
Yeah.
just a preview.
Yeah,
That's
that's
what
one
it
of the
was.
people that they did bring on that we haven't seen at all.
Well, yeah. Send them back.
Yeah, it's like that's EC3.
But we can't strip NXT talent. Like, if they bring these 4 in, what does NXT have? We need to get used to the people there. Like, leave them for a hot minute so we even know who's on NXT before bringing him over. I just thought this was a preview and a good thing. They can't lose doing this. This was literally a no-lose situation.
I think you're right there because the way like they had Gargano and Ciampa, for example, it didn't really go that deep into their history. Like they had a backstage segment where they were kind of buddies already.
It's non-canon. Non-canon.
Very much non-canon if we're going to go the superhero route. Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, because his lower third of DIY had Ciampa smiling, which was so odd to me to see that on TV. Him is like, yeah, I'm coming out later tonight. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, that's just weird.
But meanwhile, EC3,
My guy.
Yeah.
where is he?
1%, man.
He's finding his way.
Then Lacey just
Lacey-
walking up and down.
That's a thing. It's so bad that it's good. Literally, because it's so
That can work.
meaningless and pointless that it draws your attention to it.
Yeah, but
Because we're talking about it. We are talking about it, so it means something, right?
But here's what I would have loved last night, though. If she comes out, just get in the ring for 2 seconds, just say, nah, you disgusting people aren't worth it.
So,
Mic
yeah,
drop,
Lafayette,
leave.
you're Pope, and just
Yeah.
walk out.
And no one would disagree with her. They're in Lafayette.
Yeah, her character's built in.
What's your social?
Lord have mercy, blessed. That's why I go to New Orleans when I go there.
I spent a weekend in Fort Wayne. I enjoyed myself, but you know, it's Indiana's. It's yeah.
Yeah.
There's get me out of this, please.
No, you're in there, man.
Man.
No, I feel like Lacey Evans, her character was built in. I mean, you're right. She could do very, very little. But what we got was her interacting with heavy machinery, which
weird.
was it a team? Was it not? Was it a
Well, they're
dance off
testing her.
catwalk?
Yeah,
Testing her?
that's what
I
it
mean,
is.
what-
Testing the
They
waters.
could test the water. Maybe she's a face. Maybe she's a heel. Maybe she's a valet.
Right.
They don't know yet. But just bring her out
Right.
there, introduce this to the audience who she is. At least they brought her out last night. Tonight, it
Which
makes her
I
recognizable.
totally get that, but why give me weeks of she's coming if you don't know what she
Yeah.
is yet?
That's very
Did it-
fair.
She's
Eva
both sides
do
on
that?
the brand.
I'll
Yeah,
answer
yeah,
that
the
with
number 6.
I'll answer that with Emelina.
Oh yeah, Emily. Yeah, the same
Emily,
thing. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that was
Similar.
No, Lacey's too good to not be an in-ring performer. I can't see her being a valet. No way.
No, for sure.
Absolutely not.
We'll see.
So either way, exciting stuff because, like you mentioned, they all won. We had our Gargano and Ciampa defeated the Revival, which tag team champions.
Yeah, hold on, man. Johnny, yo, DJ, you got that clip, man? Does the DJ have the clip? Does he have it queued up?
Think we do, Evan.
Oh, play that clip, man. It's for Jim, man. I was going to warn you about
what
it. but
clip? What?
Listen, I just want to...
Hey, no, I got to refer. Let's watch this.
I was thinking about
I haven't
that.
seen this clip.
Let's
Cue
watch
cue
this.
this
Let's
clip,
watch this.
DJ.
Let me guess. Jim is saying something that is probably
Let's watch
obnoxious.
this.
and
This is the
incorrect.
greatest thing I've ever seen.
Watched it. Okay. I really, honestly, I don't see him as a main roster guy that makes a difference on a main roster. He's a glorified 205 guy. You know what I mean? Like he's
Johnny wrestling?
What?
But
How
that's-
dare you?
What else does he give you?
Oh.
What else does he give? He can wrestle, but anything else, he's small.
Shout out to the jacket from MJ's Closet.
Fans love this dude, man.
he's small in size. He doesn't. He just looks like a. I mean, dude look like he was in college with me. You know what I mean? Like that's the kind of. There's no particular. He's not an intimidating look in any way. That is exactly right.
Jim, stand by it. Yeah.
Tonight, and that was my point. Before this queued up, I didn't know this was going to queue up. Tonight, he looked like a little brother to the guys he was in a ring with.
That is almost as obnoxious and wrong as when Sam Roberts just crapped all over Bianca Belair a few weeks ago.
Let me talk about my
Sam Roberts is a nerd and whatever about him. But we're talking about Johnny Gargano. Johnny Gargano proved tonight when I saw him in a ring, he looked like Ciampa's little brother, much less the guys he was in a ring with. I mean, you're talking about, you put in Revival next to him, I'm like, my God, this dude is like, my thighs are almost bigger than his waistline. And I'm looking, I'm like, how can this guy be?
He has 12 abs, man.
He can wrestle. He's a solid wrestler. I'll give him that. He can wrestle, but man, he ain't gonna be a star ever besides 205
double down.
NXT. No chance. He does not. He's so smart.
Anissa Bar with the shade guy. This guy who's never seen
Leo
any
Rush could wrestle him. He's like in a Leo Rush category.
Jim, let me get. Damn, Jim. Okay, listen.
Size-wise.
Okay, Jim,
Hold on,
guys.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Let's
unpack this.
Blew up the chat.
Let's reset the room.
Who
Jim,
hired
have
this
you
guy?
have you heard of an individual named Daniel Bryan?
He's not Daniel Bryan.
He's died Daniel Bryan. He's died Daniel Bryan.
Wrestled on the indies for years. She was a star. This guy not only didn't get recognized tonight, but he is half the size of Daniel Bryan.
He really is, though.
He's half the size of Daniel Bryan.
Sir, can I tell you, I called Johnny Gargano versus Adam Cole 7 years ago in the finals of the Wrestling Cares Association year-long race for the ring. You're telling me he didn't wrestle anywhere before WWE? He was already a star in the Indies 7 years ago when I called that match. So you're
Daniel
wrong.
Bryan has persona. This guy has no charisma.
Yeah, he can grow into it. He's younger than Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan, when he got
could have another 10 years and he'll be in the same spot.
Do you not recall when Daniel Bryan got called up with the whole NXT Nexus group?
Yeah.
He could not put two sentences together, and he got released at one point.
But Daniel Bryan, they had faith in Daniel Bryan from the beginning. They put him with The Miz, and he had at least give Daniel Bryan for creating a gimmick, creating a chant. No one will get behind Gargano because not only he doesn't look the part, but the guy, you wouldn't make me believe even if I was blindfolded on the Bird Box or whatever I think is that this guy can be a star.
Listen, hold on. Time out real quick. Okay, Jim.
You didn't listen to my point.
Hold on.
No, I did listen. So he was a star.
You did this.
I'm trying to explain why.
I believe he was a guy on an indie scene.
But Jim, no one would have thought Daniel Bryan was either. He was so bad on the microphone when he first got to the main roster. So bad. And then they got rid of him at one point. And now look at him. He found his niche. He found
Daniel
his thing.
Bryan still had charisma deep down inside. It just needed
How
work.
do you know Gargano doesn't?
Because he's been, how long has he been around? And like he can't change his look. When I look at him and Ciampa, and like, how are these guys even tag teams?
This is amazing.
Because Ciampa looks like his uncle.
Jim, hold on.
Like the guy is so small. I swear to God, I'm bigger than him. I am bigger than Johnny Gargano. And I'm on this panel. I could take him out probably. I can't wrestle.
I'm looking
but
at you.
Size-wise,
Wait.
I'm
can't wrestle, but you could
You're
take
also
him out.
bigger than Ricochet or bigger than Adam Cole.
But Ricochet sells his own thing. He's special because he's got a moveset and he's got skills that sell himself. He doesn't have to do anything. Johnny Gargano's got nothing. He's got horrible music, first of all.
His music is poop.
It's trash,
it's
just
poop.
like him. I mean, in a lot of ways. Like the guy, I will say this: the guy is a solid wrestler. He's not a bad wrestler, but he ain't no star. He will never be a
They're
star.
calling for your replacement with Anissa, by the way.
Listen,
and then,
Jim,
and
hold
then
on.
they
It don't matter.
also want me
It
to
don't
slap
matter.
you from
Everybody
the chat.
time out.
I gotta speak the truth.
wait,
Someone's gotta say the truth.
Listen,
when
hold
the
on,
world sees.
Listen, I swear to you, because I was running late, man. I didn't have your number. I was going to let you know I was going to cue this up. I don't like gotcha journalism.
Oh, that's fine.
But
I was gonna say it
knew
anyway.
you was going to say it anyway.
I knew it. I was gonna say it anyway.
I had the confidence when he played this. Like, he going to double down on this.
Yeah.
He ain't going to back off from this. Right. So shout out to Jim for standing firm with his thoughts and saying 205 live, Johnny Gargano.
That trailer tonight was his only chance on the main roster to do anything. Honestly, I'm not even messing here. I'm not even playing a gimmick here or anything.
He's not. He's not.
For real.
He's not. That's why I
Let's
love
just move on. Let's agree to disagree.
Let's go.
Unbelievable.
And just tell them your social media so they can find
At
you.
the Jim Alexander,
My man.
please come at me. I will.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Please don't come
Say
at
my
me, yo.
point.
Johnny Costa is flabbergasted.
That was not what I expected.
It's live TV. Can't take a break.
Okay, so out of the 4, we could assume that Johnny Gargano you don't think is the one that's going to succeed. The other 3 that were on the main roster tonight, do you agree that there is star quality there?
Aleister Black, totally. I mean, he's got the look. He can wrestle. He looked like he belonged against Elias, like completely. Like he.
Yeah, but you do realize there's not one look for wrestling, right?
No, totally. But
some people are
got a moveset for a big guy like that. I mean, he spins around and he's a high flyer for a dude that size. I mean, he's got a unique skill set, persona, look, background. He's just got it. You just know when a guy's got it.
I agree with you.
And then,
No, Jim, listen. Jim made a good point. Listen, I know what you're saying. On all jokes aside, about like, bro, like where if people saying there's more than one gimmick for Johnny, what is it though?
nothing. He's got to even have a bad haircut. The dude, I'm like, first he needs to go to a barber to get a right haircut.
Jim is on fire.
That gel, like slicked bowl cut with gel. I mean, it just not
I just think
working.
it's incredible that one of the 2 men who have probably been in the hottest 2-year storyline in all of WWE is the guy that you think has no chance of being successful.
But that's his only storyline that will ever really get him over. Is that
dumbfounding to me.
Ciampa storyline? Literally.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Moving on.
Yeah.
Where do we go from here? We have the first inductees into the 2019 Hall of Fame. D-Generation X. I believe we got Triple H. We got X-Pac.
X-Pac!
Every single week on AfterBuzz TV.
Shout out to
1, 2, 3,
in the
60.
bucket.
We got Billy Gunn. We got the Road Dogg.
China.
Shawn Michaels, and of course
China.
the late legendary China. Yeah.
Well.
The rumor mills are saying this is the only.
Trust me, it's the only way to go get her in.
way you're gonna get. She's not gonna get in by herself.
No, I disagree. I think she will.
I'm saying this is what the rumor mills are saying.
I'm a glass half full guy. I'm not gonna sit there and put like she's getting in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not gonna sit there and say, well, she's going solo. You know, I thought about it. It's like she's getting in. She's getting immortalized. She's getting glorified. And
At least she's being acknowledged.
yes, that's what I'm trying to say. Like I'm glass half full guy. She's being acknowledged because she did exist.
Yeah.
She did exist, and she was a part of one of the greatest factions of all time. Some say the greatest faction of all time. And I think that's a big moment. I don't care about anybody else. Everybody else, like Xbox, was going to get in. Everybody's going to get in. As that group, China was the thing. I was amazed. Amazed she was included in.
Yeah.
Truly, because they are really hardcore about like her transgressions and the things she's done.
Well, I mean, she had a lot of demons, and unfortunately,
Who didn't? A lot of other
Exactly. That's why I don't like that stance.
It's the relationship. Let's face it. The truth is her relationship with Hunter. That's the reason. For anything else, everything else would be forgiven. There's been people who've been forgiven for worse things. It's the relationship with Hunter, and like that's just the roadblock here. But it was cool to see her acknowledged in some way.
Yeah, sure. That aside, if you induct him as DX, that was a very hard line in her career, right? The DX era and then her solo era.
Of course.
So I'm totally fine with that. So I think DX is due, and I'm excited for it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's going to be a really fun induction.
That's gonna be. I don't know who's doing it, but it's gonna be
Glow
amazing.
sticks everywhere.
Well, they're all going to say something. I can't wait to get Sean's thoughts about it, this week on the show. Who do you think inducts them in?
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, who?
Hulk Hogan?
Chat roll.
The NWO would be kind of cool, wouldn't it?
That'd be cool.
Then again, Sean was in both, the only person to be in both. He could wear 2 T-shirts.
Vince feuded with them for a long time. I think that's a natural thing. They went against Vince and
Does
Shane
Vince
and
induct
Eric Bischoff would be dope.
Yeah, does Vince induct anybody though?
I think Vince would be a natural fit. They're
Why not?
so high profile that Vince would be the right person to induct him.
Well, if you're going to throw him in, you might as well throw Bischoff with him.
That's what I'm saying. Bischoff, because it'd be amazing because of the war and them
Yeah.
going to the facility back in the day. I think that'd be like full circle poetic justice type thing.
Yeah, I'll go both Bischoff for
Why
sure.
not?
Yeah. Either way, though,
It's gonna be
good
amazing.
Start to the. I mean that. People always talk about how I don't want to go to the Hall of Fame. It's too long. Hillbilly Jim ruined it. Like the whole thing.
Mr. T ruined it for me.
Iron Sheik ruined it for me.
I was there live, my first one, and he went on for 97 hours. It was brutal.
Still there.
Brutal.
There's one every year. Last year was Hillbilly Jim for sure.
He's like, my mother did everything for me. I'm like, yes.
Love your mother and treat her right.
He's like, oh, Father Day.
Remember that song?
Oh, New Year.
That song is so great.
Just don't sing it. We will get sued.
Tyson would be a good one. Interesting one. Mike Tyson.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one.
And he has a new show
Celebrity
on,
Ring, yeah.
on I think it's called Hotbox or something on YouTube. It's really hilarious, by
What's
the way.
he do?
He's interviewing just random people, but it's quite interesting.
Is it legit or like a fictionalized version of himself?
No, it's legit.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Is his co-host a pigeon?
No,
That's very
he
funny.
had a show prior to that
funny.
with Rose, I believe it's Rosenberg,
funny.
and that didn't go too well. But his current one's really nice. And then his interview with Joe Rogan is actually a really great interview too. You should check that one out.
All right, good deal. So yeah, good start to the Hall of Fame 2019.
Yeah.
We already mentioned Ruby Riott had the match tonight that many people wish she would have had last night, and yeah, it went under 2 minutes. But tonight, though, hey, women headlining Raw, main eventing, and what a match it was. I mean, there were some really scary moments too. I'm glad Ronda landed okay, going to the outside.
Oh my God.
That could have been really dangerous.
But yo, that was physical, man. It
was a good match.
The replay, the one kick to the head, like, whoo.
I love the contradictory stuff here with the storylines. Oh, no one gets free any more rematches. Ruby Riott gets one after getting trashed last night in like 20 seconds.
That's why she got beat so bad.
That's why this main event did not work, because
She got
you
beat
just
so
had this
bad.
last night. I mean, sure, it was a much better match. This is the match it should have had last night. They literally should have, because it's a bigger show, it's a pay-per-view. But tonight, it's just like, why does Ruby deserve another chance? If they could have had Ronda Rousey still have a main event match, maybe against Liv Morgan or Sarah Logan, but you can't do Ruby twice consecutively after she got destroyed last night. It just doesn't work. How am I supposed to buy
You know
that?
what it was? I think it was because of the backlash.
Or maybe they already had it planned. Because
Maybe.
like traditionally after these pay-per-views, the Raw and a lot with the SmackDown, it's just like.
But
what's
she
happening
got
here?
smashed, though. You know what I mean? They don't usually do it when you get killed, though.
Right.
She was jobbed.
Yeah, absolutely. And so, like, you're right. Maybe it was the backlash. Maybe, like, man, we kind of did her dirty on that her biggest match of her career.
Yeah, they spent the weekend in social building her up, and then it was like a minute 48, and that to me that was kind of weird. Like
At the same time, though, I think if you're looking at face value, tonight really helped Ruby Riott a lot.
for sure.
Oh my God, yeah.
She looked good.
Yeah.
And that's what needs to happen. Like, yeah, Ronda made her tap. Ronda wins the match.
But
Ruby Riott's a force to be reckoned with,
Absolutely.
without needing the help of her friend.
That's how it goes. Yeah, that's
Even though she got her help, and I like that moment.
But pretty much the narrative, she held her own, and you're right. It's all about, she can't be Ronda this close to Mania, but to have a good showing, to increase your stock, y'all know, we all watch wrestling. That's almost better than winning sometimes.
Right.
Just doing really well.
right.
No doubt. So now let's get to a couple of strange moments. Heavy Machinery, who I absolutely can't get enough of. I think they have great chemistry. I understand tonight was almost like, in a way, kind of a call-up for them. They had a little segment on the ramp where it was just kind of a hello introductory thing. It seemed like they weren't very comfortable with it. And then Lacey Evans just came out. And
Catwalk.
Yeah.
And was impressed by. Wasn't it too much bushwhacker? Like, I almost felt like they tried to turn them into bushwhackers. Like,
Wow.
let
When
these
They were
guys,
walking down the ring.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, let them be themselves, but like, it was too gimmicky. Like, they're cool in what they do. They just they sell whatever they project. I mean, you buy it. But today was overdone. I thought it was like too gimmicky. They almost forced these guys to do something. That's why they looked uncomfortable, because they forced them to do too
They
much.
did look a little.
They looked uncomfortable to
They did
watch.
look a little uncomfortable.
Well, you know why? It's because Heavy Machinery, this is why I'm confused sometimes when things happen on the main roster. They're best when they're off the cuff, when they're shooting like a random backstage thing or at the gym. Or you go throw them out there as like a random, hi, neighbor. It's just not, it's not who they are.
And we've already established that Lafayette was pooped tonight. Shout out to Lafayette.
Yeah, if anything.
So they were due to him.
Shout out when you poop.
And they were, so they couldn't have did anything right.
If
Yeah, exactly.
anything,
They could've-
do it after the match ringside. It's a known, not a known fact, but if you watch ringside interviews after a match, they're always so much better than before, because you're amped up, you're in the moment, your adrenaline is rushing, you just finished a match, then stick a mic in your face. Guess what? You're going to be natural. Whatever comes out is going to be how you feel, and that's, I think, where they would have shined.
Yeah, it was kind of. I was waiting for something to attack them or set something up. Them being at the top of the ramp for their interview, but they said they're established their brothers, the new short names, new updated ring gear, and that was pretty much what I got out of it.
That's what I want from Mojo. Can Mojo get that? Can I get that moment from Mojo to come out with the new gear?
Yeah.
It's just
His new name.
new name, or just Raleigh or whatever. I would love that moment for
Are
him.
you talking about the Mojo in the mirror?
Mojo in the mirror, man. I need more of that.
Come on.
Is Mojo in BMP? Big time.
What do you think?
Well, he's
my theory is if you say it and you feel some type of way,
Yeah.
they're in there.
He's
like
under
you
BMP.
know.
I'm excited to see Mojo finally, because I want to know if he's going to make it in the boudoir.
Oh.
You know?
Well,
Just when I thought
That was a
we wasn't
cue
gonna
for the
do this,
music.
we do it. Hey. Just when you thought they weren't gonna do it. It's the one song we ain't gonna get sued for. Yeah. We own the copyrights to this one. Yeah.
I just realized this track is laced. It's dope.
Yo, it's mine, right?
Someone make a gift of us.
Somebody make a gift in the chat, bro.
Wow.
Man.
So the boudoir.
Yo, put Jim in the boudoir, man. I'm sorry, man. He's lit tonight, man. Jim in the boudoir.
Bigger than Gargano.
All it says here is Lashley's ass. I think that's what
That is hilarious.
Jim's in the boudoir. As taken, I took your notes from last week, so definitely Charlie Caruso.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Put her in the and the outfit she was wearing this week was like.
Fine as hell, man.
Yeah, was it shorts? Was it a dress? I didn't, want her to make too much.
Fine as hell.
Yeah.
Too many crazy movements.
I don't even
might
need
see
her
the
with
cheek.
longer hair. It's fine the way it is.
You don't even need her with longer hair.
I like
Fine
her with
the
He
way
liked
it
it with
is.
longer, but you like the shorts.
I'm sold. I'm sold on
Do
the
you
short
have a
hair.
girlfriend?
No.
Okay.
Listen, Jim, you good. I'm married,
I'm
man.
looking-
I
I'm
clear
looking
all
right
this. I clear this all
You're
with wife.
looking right now.
I will date one of the Iconics one day. Mark this right
Yo,
now.
he has been calling for that, though.
I've been calling.
man.
And you
Let's go.
speaking into the universe, man.
Peyton Royce.
You gotta,
go.
yo, he speaks.
The boudoir.
Royce.
Jim is.
You do realize the universe doesn't always answer.
I'm just saying, you gotta speak it out, man. TK Booba.
So on top of Charlie Caruso,
Shout out to Uptown.
definitely Ricochet. I mean, I know.
Ricochet was looking good.
Yeah, hopefully, not hopefully, but Prince Puma. That's where I knew him from.
Right.
But made an amazing performance. He looks amazing. He keeps in shape. Cocoa butter for days.
Okay.
Him and Balor, man, abs for days. Yeah.
Yo, Balor got too many abs, but he need to donate them abs, man, to the rest of us,
Spare
man.
ab, man.
For real, spare a couple abs,
Couple
yo.
abs.
Big Fergal.
Only $10 a day.
Somebody
You can spare
said
that.
Jim's a freak. On the chat.
Like a super freak, like
Well,
sex.
we got a cliffhanger right now. I
Freak?
commented. I said I just want to say our new crew is awesome, and then Ghost Dad 8386
Oh,
comments disagree, Fun Dad. So I responded back, please tell me why.
Cliffhanger.
Oh no, he's been saying Anissa needs to replace Jim. He's been
Jim's the
saying
GOAT.
that Evan needs to come back and Jim needs to go somewhere.
And the funny thing about it is,
Yeah.
that's what's funny about the chat.
That's like I'm like the Brock Lesnar of this. You're
Hey,
trying
yeah,
to get rid of
yeah.
me, but I will never go.
Oh no, Jim ain't going nowhere. I just want everybody to know
Yeah.
Jim here. But
Yeah.
like I said, they was called from my head a couple months ago, man. So it's all good,
It's all
man.
good.
And also,
It's
also-
your turn, man.
I will
It's
say
your
this.
turn.
I've been hosting the show now for, I think I want to say almost 5 years. In 2 weeks, no one's pissed me off more than Jim. And I love that.
Legendary.
That's what we need, is we need disagreeing opinions, even when they're blatantly wrong. And it makes the show better.
It's right to me. That's all that matters.
Jim
Hashtag
stood
Gargano,
firm,
man.
double, triple
Oh yeah,
down.
they did call you the Skip Bayless of the show too.
Hey, I'll take Skip Bayless money, so that's cool.
Skip Bayless got that bread, man.
That's right.
No, Skip.
So who else in the boudoir? Is that everyone?
That is everybody for this week.
Okay. And that was
TK's boudoir. Johnny Caruso up in there. That's what's up.
Oh, also too, from the comments last week, yes, I know this is off of Christian's closet.
Yeah, please clarify
I was
this.
on SmackDown and I told Christian I was stealing it. You can check the records.
Yeah.
Christian knows I'm stealing
Yes.
it. Christian saw the song. I played the song on SmackDown with
liked it.
Christian. So this is not like me stealing. It's not stealing if you tell the person, hey, I'm stealing off you.
And they say-
he's
and
okay
they're cool
with
with
it.
it.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
just-
I saw that last week. I was like, wow, man. these
Just
people
saying,
are
y'all.
They're all in their feelings, man. This is a
Yeah.
ripoff. Christian's
Yeah.
like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just saying. No rhyme or reason, just hot people. Because we
for
can
sure.
appreciate hot people doing hot work.
Of course.
Right? That's. I just want everybody to know that's what the boudoir is. Right?
Yeah,
It's a cute little thing, but guys, it's good looking people that are in shape that take care of themselves. It's just a little fun
Yeah.
little segment, you know.
Yeah, we can send them some cocoa butter.
Oh, and shout out to Peyton Royce's new hair.
Yeah,
last
yeah,
night.
yo, Jim.
Hey, by the way, I like the brunette look.
Now he's still the boudoir. He's still the boudoir in the same show.
Out of his mind.
Boudoir?
Hey, wait, someone really criticized the boudoir?
Yeah.
They were in it last week.
Yeah, last week it was
Oh
rough.
yeah,
The
the
no
comments.
fun police, man.
Oh, yeah.
Same people that told her like a 2-year-old that Santa Claus isn't real, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Those are the same
the
type of
comments
people that
were
do that.
crazy last
Who
week.
would criticize? Number one, we got a great song. Number two, it's a fun segment.
Oh, yeah.
Number three, it's from a woman who clearly knows fashion. Who would not like the boudoir?
A lot of folks.
I don't know how to spell it, but I love it. you
Two
know?
words ever been spoken.
Man. So Kevin Owens, super dad, normal guy. I don't know.
That part was really funny though when you do give somebody $20 and they don't bring that back no change, like really.
That's a good dad
It's kind
moment.
of fun. But yeah, I don't understand what's going on with that.
Is he gonna come back face?
Looks that way.
Yeah, for sure. Kevin Owens talks a lot about how he's watching every show, but yet he's doing all these videos. So where does he have the time to watch it?
I don't know. All up in the mall. I don't know what you're doing over there.
I gotta believe there's something deeper than this. To me, this is not only, it's not just resetting Kevin Owens, it is kind of setting Kevin Owens back in a way. Like, I understand, yeah, everyone knows he fights for his family. A lot of people do. I get it. But God, the guy is. Remember when he showed up and beat Cena?
What would you like him, Johnny? What would you like him asked to return right now?
Yeah, if you had to
I would love none of these videos. I think Kevin Owens just
show up when you're
up.
ready. Yeah.
Wants somebody here with a chair and walking out.
Well, fair enough, but towards the end of his current run, he was doing the whole like complaining with the management and getting in Shane's face. I thought they were resetting from that.
Clearly they are though. Clearly, you're right about that.
I feel like that was kind of weak on his part. Yeah.
Maybe they think that Kevin Owens can have kind of an anti-hero, Stone Cold feel to him, but then again, this is not what these videos are showing us.
But didn't he do that in the last run where he made, after he broke up with Jericho and he made like his run for the belt and they did that whole 24 KO thing? Like, didn't he do that already? Because you were kind of cheering for him because it's like he didn't look like your standard wrestler. Like he didn't, he was kind of fighting all the stereotypes and then he actually made it. And then he lost it and you're just like, okay.
Yeah.
I have to point out that Zeno didn't know Santa Claus wasn't real, so I just ruined that for Zeno Howard. I apologize, Zeno. My bad, man. The cat's out the bag, man. I didn't want to be that guy. He want to be that guy.
Zeno, don't worry. When you lose a tooth, you can still put it under your pillow.
Because the Tooth Fairy is real.
Yeah. She'll leave you some cash.
Oh, my God. Yeah, but as far as the Kevin Owens thing go, Johnny boy, I think Jim, I think he's going to be straight babyface, just like you're saying.
Oh, he has to.
Just straight babyface.
Well, here's the thing, though. I think these videos, they're too blatantly obvious. I gotta believe it's Kevin Owens. The guy is so charismatic. There's gotta be more to it than these videos. He can't come back with a lunchbox and blueprints.
Right.
That's what these videos are saying.
So you think he's going to turn heel on his family and go back to work?
God,
So he's working the crowd, basically. He's working the crowd with his videos.
I've been home for too long.
I like it. Especially if he comes out like the end of WrestleMania or something like that. I don't know. It just beats the brakes off. Yo, boy.
Hey.
Yo, boy.
Hey.
Which boy?
Yeah, I don't even want to. He
Rollins
should not be named because he gonna start gushing over here.
So here's the thing. Yeah, he says he's about a month away or maybe less than that. WrestleMania is less than 7 weeks away.
Hey, see what I'm saying?
Is he going to come back before Mania?
It's possible. He doesn't have to actually fight to make a statement.
True.
Because injury, you can still bust somebody head with a chair, man. You know what I mean? You can still power bomb somebody. Yeah, you know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know why. Just one of those things I woke up in a cold sweat. And I was like, man, it'd be dope if Kevin Owens just cracked somebody in the head at WrestleMania, man. Or just inserted himself in the match. I don't know. I was trying to do timetables in my head, man.
Someone just keeps commenting on Jim, the Dark OPZ, saying Ty is going to come for you. Who's TYE?
He's coming for you after AfterBuzz.
Who is that? The Dark Ops.
DY. You maybe meant
DIY.
No, he's typed it a bunch of times. Who is TYE? I don't know who he's talking about.
I think it's somebody else in the chat.
I have no idea.
They're not feeling you, Jim.
Jim speaks his truth.
Yeah.
Maybe he's saying thank you, Invisible, because I don't see anything. I can't see you.
Oh, wow.
I'm pleased. I hope they had you queued up. Steve, I hope you had him queued up when he did that. You can't see me, man.
Let me get
that
this
is
out the
golden.
way. Let me get this right out the way. I just want to say thank you guys for making us the ESPN of TV talk.
Hey,
and for us to continue to grow, we need your help. So if you're on YouTube right now, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. And if you're on iTunes, please give us a 5-star rating. But no matter where you are, leave us a comment so you can get involved in the conversation. Like how much you love Jim right now in the comments. Being a part of AfterBuzz TV has meant so much for all of us, and we truly appreciate you supporting us and doing what we love. Don't forget to tell your friends and your haters and keep on enjoying the shows.
All right, good job, Flobo. So apparently he's referring to Ty Dillinger. I have no idea why.
Oh, Ty Dilly coming after you.
Ty Dillinger would have a problem with
another guy that's forgettable.
Oh,
Couldn't even put it together. Good song, though. Good entrance song. I'll give that.
Good shtick. Good gimmick.
Don't forget, Lashley did take out Kevin Owens before he got hurt, so that could be a thing as well.
I feel like we need something for Lashley to do now.
Yeah, it's boring with him and
They stripped
Balor.
that belt quick, didn't they?
Yeah.
Woo!
Well,
Yeah, didn't I text? Yeah.
Immediately, and I didn't see it. The reason why I didn't answer you because I didn't see it yet.
Yeah, I know you didn't,
And I was
but
like,
my frustration was like, that was all 3 weeks.
I said, I know what she's talking about.
I was
I
like,
said, I
man.
guarantee it.
Because do you think that they're gonna break up Lashley and Leo Rush?
They have
They
to. I
should
think so.
put him in a stable with Corbin and Drew McIntyre. That actually works. That's a nice stable that we don't have one right now. They're pretty unstoppable. Three guys that can really do some damage. I like that better than him and Leo Rush. Leo Rush, send him back to 205 Live. No, for real. He doesn't belong on a main roster. He just doesn't.
I was going to say that Leo Rush is too good and too young to just be spoiled as a manager. But
When he's good, I do like him on the mic, though. I like
He's great on the mic. He's great on the mic.
Do both.
I understand why they're saying, okay, apparently people here know who's dating who. We don't care about that. It's their own personal life. That's what they're saying.
We don't get into that.
Apparently he's dating your girl. I don't know.
That's what's going to get you.
That ain't gonna last. Okay, that ain't gonna
He's
last.
calling for the end of that. Peyton Royce.
I just think it's that's gross
Like
when
I don't
people know
get
that stuff in the internet.
I hate
It's
the
weird.
guys. You know a little too much.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I mean,
No.
I mean, the Corey Graves thing was kind of funny, though. Just saying.
But we're not going there.
Alleged.
Not
His
going
wife
there.
Allegedly.
went there.
Allegedly.
She sure did, and then she
Allegedly.
got rid of
His
it all.
wife went there.
So before we got to talk about Kofi. I know it's not Raw, but I don't care. We got to talk about. But before that, Dean Ambrose, loses to Drew McIntyre in under 3 minutes, then has an odd segment with Seth or odd moment with Seth.
Yep.
For the last couple of weeks, people are wondering, well, is he really going to leave? Judging by what we're seeing, oh yeah.
He does not give a flying F.
He got murdered today too.
Yeah. And he turned to R-Truth afterwards. It was weird.
A little bit. I actually
bro.
like that one though.
Yeah, it was kind of odd for him. Like, it does seem like he's on his way out, but I didn't think it would be.
Yeah, but like when you have that like perfect situation where you're going from one job to the next, like you're getting an exit pay from this job, and the next job you go to, like you're getting a massive check. So either way, like you're in a good position. This is what it seems like. Like if he's allegedly done with WWE, he's good, and then it looks like he has something already lined up, and he's good, and like life is gravy. Like he can do whatever he wants. Like he seems like he's in a very good position where it's just like I'm happy over it. All right, you want me to do that? Cool.
Must be nice, man.
Yeah.
It didn't even put over McIntyre having that. Like, it's so meaningless to beat Dean Ambrose now that it doesn't even make you look good.
You're right about that, though.
I thought McIntyre, that doesn't even do anything for him beating Dean Ambrose because everyone's beating Dean
Should
Ambrose.
have won Claymore kick. It should have been the second one. But that's just a very
Two
nitpicky.
Claymores.
And how quick it was.
Yeah,
It was like a
very nitpicky.
job. It was Dean, we're not going to job you, but you're going to job.
I was reading the reports, whether they're true or false, that he went off script last Monday. To me, that's them getting back at him a little more, not just him leaving.
Maybe.
It's not just about him leaving because he's still under contract, so they still need him because he still is a draw. But that strikes me more as punishment because they said he was supposed to come out and do a whole shtick on why he said slay the beast. He's supposed to give like a monologue, and he just did a typical like I don't give a F fashion. It was like slay the beast. And he just walked off, and he was like, they said he was totally unprepared for that.
Right.
And next thing you know, this Monday, he getting the brakes beat off him by Drew McIntyre in like 2 minutes. Wow. It seems like a little bit of punishment, man. That's all I'm saying.
But you getting a check either way. And
We
you
know
moving
them.
out
Listen,
soon.
we know how wrestling go, man. They don't listen. They will. Hey, embarrass you.
Before we go, I think what happened at Elimination Chamber, the moment, the whole thing between Becky, Charlotte, and Ronda, to me, it only proved even further they should be the main event of WrestleMania. But what we got between Daniel Bryan and Kofi over the past week, Kofi just stepping in Mustafa Ali's
That's
place.
Mustafa Ali's work. Literally, they're booking him as they would have done Mustafa Ali. So
100%.
Is it Kofi or he's getting a great opportunity in spite of Mustafa Ali. It's one of those things. Will Mustafa Ali be the next Balor? Like the guy that an injury derails your career and gives someone else an opportunity.
No.
Because
Kofi has the history. He has the clout. People love him. That's why.
And we have the talent, too. You can book anyone that spot. If you don't bring the goods, then it's a waste of time.
He's
right?
got the talent for sure, but we've seen so much of Kofi almost tarnished with.
I agree. I 100% agree with
That's
that.
not. I don't think. Day's not
Kofi
fun.
was-
I just keep on thinking of him now. It's like, where's Big E? Where's Xavier Woods?
He brought Kofi was God.
But if any three guys can change people's perspective, it's them. They have proven themselves time and time again. They are smarter than every room they walk into. They're more creative than any room they walk
I
into.
suppose, man. I suppose. I just know Kofi was a Hall of Famer before the New Day.
Yeah, I think the thing is with
for
Kofi,
sure.
Way before
he is a Hall of Famer. He was a Hall of Famer. Or
Yeah.
He is before New Day, but I think with him, he was known with wrestling fans, whereas the New Day, like. People know them beyond watching WWE.
I
Like they
suppose.
know them for they know them for the cereal boxes. They know them for they're getting clout beyond that. So that's an additional thing that he could use to his benefit when he does.
Yeah,
I disagree,
It's
TK,
like-
because he's known as the pancake thrower, not as the guy who's jumping off the top of an elimination chamber.
Jim, that is 100%. I'm telling you, I swear to God, I'm about to say
this
the exact same thing.
His skill set is being hidden. Look at what he can do.
Stop with this pancake nonsense of a man of that quality.
Right.
It's like I said.
I see your point.
It gets to a point when I'm done them dancing the jig, man.
But judging by
just stop.
I see your point, but judging by the past week, the reaction in the arenas as well as on the internet.
Will they acknowledge that? I don't. But WWE has proven they don't give a damn about fan reaction.
No.
Like, let's be honest. Like, are you serious?
They claim they are now. Look at Becky.
Like you said, but think about it though. They immediately Vince. What he did last week was trolling all fans. He's trolling fans with that Charlotte thing because he knew it would upset them.
Sure.
See, what I'm trying to say is he not really in the grand scheme of the big man. He don't care, man.
Yeah.
If we never see Kofi in singles competition again for a title again, what would you say?
Well, that's exactly what.
Because if he falls into the area.
This is just like filling a spot. It's like literally filling in for this, to this pay-per-view, this little angle, because they had to replace someone. Mustafa got injured. No one expected that.
Yeah.
So he's just a fill-in. He's playing his part. He's doing a great job at it. But
company man.
Yeah, that's exactly what I tweeted after I saw the match, and I'm like, oh my gosh, for the like, is this the last time ever he'll get this opportunity in his career? And it's possible because
yes.
You know, it's just like
wrong.
he's so great,
yes,
but it's just like, oh well, you know, you gonna be here.
He's one of my favorites of all time.
It's just like when Outkast came out with Hey Ya. You're like, well, I mean, that's a song you're known by for a certain kind of generation, but you have so much other talent before you get pigeonholed because of it.
Here's the thing. With the reaction he's gotten, and we know the match we would get with Daniel Bryan and Kofi Kingston, and you can call me wrong if you want.
Dude, I want you to be right.
I honestly believe if you have the Charlotte, Becky, Ronda match,
right,
and you also have Daniel Bryan, Kofi Kingston, those are two matches right away that people are going to shell their money out for. They're going to want to go to the WrestleMania without even thinking about Lesnar Rollins.
Johnny, I hope you're right, bro. Yeah. I would love to see that at Mania. Love.
Seeing Ronda's performance today, like from when she first started, I would love to see that too as she continues, and she will continue to improve. She's going to become a better wrestler, and I hope to see that's going to be an amazing event. Yeah. But if she retains the belt, and there's no like storyline with it, then I'm like over it, because most people are over seeing her win every single time.
Sure.
You can't take that spot away. You're just filling in for Mustafa. You can't take that spot away from AJ Styles, and the guys have been main eventing and carrying a brand. Like I said, AJ Styles, the Seth Rollins of SmackDown. I just have been carrying that brand. You can't just give it away to a guy who's been throwing pancakes. I'm sorry, you just can't.
To close out, I just hope that they realize what they have with Kofi. It's lightning in a bottle.
Yeah.
And I think there's certain things that they regret. I honestly think they regret Booker T never winning the title all those years ago against Triple H. I think that's a huge mistake, and I just don't want the same mistake to happen. Look, if Daniel Bryan keeps the title, that's great. Daniel Bryan's a legend, but I do think
that would steal the show.
But at least don't make the mistake of not giving Kofi that shot at WrestleMania.
Can you imagine if Kofi Kingston won the title at WrestleMania?
SmackDown's wide open.
The crowd would be like, what the?
It's not.
It'd be a worse reaction than Gargano. It would be, probably.
No, I'm not. I actually think it would be the opposite, because all fans they think they know every outcome of everything. That would blow the
awesome.
doors off that place.
So I think it'd be stunned.
But I like that.
It'd be stunned, but then it'd be awesome. If
it's like Undertaker stunned, I'm good with that.
Well, we got plenty more time to talk about it, but we got to go right now. Evan Mac, put yourself over.
Evan T. Mac, Instagram and Twitter, man. NXT show Wednesday, 7 p.m.
Boom. Jim.
RealTalker.com. And if you want to come after me, at the DJ Alexander on all social media.
Flobo. At Flobo Voice on Twitter, at FloBito on Instagram, and FloBito.com.
You can find me on everything at TK Trinidad.
Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. Watch us every single week worldwide on Fight TV. This Saturday night, live on Fight TV pay-per-view, it is Blackcraft Wrestling versus Destiny Wrestling. I will be in Toronto calling the matches at the Battle Arts Academy. It's going to be really great. The card is awesome. Just look it up on Fight. It's not going to be very expensive. You could watch it live, which would be incredible. And also, going on tour with WWE Hall of Famer Rikishi, March 16th, San Francisco, March 17th, Sacramento, March 26th, Nashville, March 31st, Brea, California, and hopefully more stuff to come, so stay tuned.
Johnny boy.
What's up, Oos?
Working hard, y'all. We love you guys. See you next week.
Our founder, Kevin Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.